How do you plan where you're going next? So I'm going to show you guys how I typically operate these days. I have a combination of tools. I use my paper planner, my atlas, and then I have some apps on my phone. I like to use US Public Lands, iOverlander, and Google Maps typically. So for my paper planner, today is June 24th. Over the last couple of days, we've been camping out in the Black Hills National Forest. We've been tent camping. So this is my tent. Oh, look at all the bugs. Oops. The yellow boxes are my live streams, and then the pink boxes are little to-dos that I have outside of the live streams. I center a lot of my week around live streaming. We've live streamed through 22 states. South Dakota was state number 22. We just were camping out on the Wyoming side, and we went over to the South Dakota side on Saturday. Today I'm going to pack up my tent. We're going to go explore the town of Deadwood. We have a camp spot for tonight at the Custer State Park. This week we're also going to be checking out the Crazy Horse Monument, Mount Rushmore. We're going to be camping out in the national grasslands outside of the Badlands National Park. We're going to explore Badlands National Park, and then there is a 1880 cowboy town that looks pretty good, and there is a spot that you can camp on the Missouri River nearby, and you could fish. So I think we're going to fish on the Missouri River and camp at the end of the week. I don't know the plans for Saturday and Sunday yet, so this is just kind of like a rough outline. In a couple of hours, we're going to go and do laundry. We're going to go to the dog park. We're going to check out a really cool visitor center, and I will end the live stream and we will shoot some footage of Sturgis and Deadwood. We'll drive to Custer State Park and set up our campsite there. I plan to set up the tent, and I do have 2 bundles of firewood, so it would be great if we could do a campfire tonight. I also wanted to take a second to show you my apps that I use. So not only do we have the paper planning, but most of the time, let me get this light out of your way. Most of the time I will do these 3 apps. So I have Public Lands, iOverlander, and Google Maps. Google Maps is my number 1 app, okay? Google Maps is the easiest to use, right? So basically we're out here on a forest road. You can Google in and you can zoom in and you can kind of see all the different clearings along the road. So these little clearings are places you can camp in. This is a great example of a really big camping spot. I tend to use iOverlander a lot. So when I was driving here from Wyoming, we were camping out in the forest in Wyoming. We drove and passed over here, and I knew I wanted to check out the town of Deadwood, so I saw that there's a mountain here. So I went to the mountain and I looked at the different camping spots. This is a forest road. This is the Black Hills National Forest. You can come up into this forest road and park out here. So that's what I did, is I looked at these different campsites and stuff. So basically, we've got little camping spots. You can kind of click on them and you can see all of the reviews over the years. There's reviews for this spot going all the way back to 2018 even. So you can look at the pictures and kind of form a judgment on if you want to come out this way or not. Man, I need to clean off my phone. There's dog hair on it. There we go. That's a little bit better. Ugh. But anyways, so you got years of pictures that people have put, kind of showing you the area. So you can also open it up in Google Maps by going all the way down to the bottom. I just open it up in Google Maps is what I do. And then I just will drive to it. So this spot was taken. This is actually that spot I zoomed in and showed you guys. So what I do usually is I use that as a starting point because it's almost always taken. So what I'll do is I'll just drive all down the mountain roads or whatever until I find a little pull off that works for me. And so that's what I did today. So I went past that spot. I did drive all up around these mountain roads, and this ended up being the best spot for us. So that's what I did. So I'll kind of plan that way. So from here, I know that I'm going to stay in Custer Custer State Park is down here somewhere. And Mount Rushmore's there. Mount Rushmore, and then you have Crazy Horse. Where's Crazy Horse at? Crazy Horse is right here. So Crazy Horse is right here, and there's a parking lot that you can camp in. It's an overnight parking lot. What's going on? Hello. There we go. So this parking lot is on Google Maps. It is a free parking lot, so you can go to Crazy Horse and you can park in this gravel parking lot for up to 24 hours. So that's my plan when we go to Crazy Horse after we leave Custer State Park. And then I will also I'll zoom in to places I want to go to. So Badlands National Park is where I want to go next. There's all these different camping spots. There's these grasslands nearby. So if you go to, this is the front entrance. You can kind of start clicking on these. There's Badlands Dispersed Camping near entrance. So this happens to be wild camping that you can legally come on and you can camp out here. These are the grasslands. It's not a very good. What was that? Broken glass? I don't know. That might not have been a very. Oh no, those were stars. I'm pretty sure those were stars, right? Let's look at that photo again. Yeah, that's supposed to be the night sky. Okay, really pretty, right? But if you zoom in, you can see even more. So, grasslands. Grasslands. So you've got dispersed camping, lots of really good reviews, it looks like, probably. Lots of pictures. So, pretty, that's pretty cool. What are those, goats or are those elk? Those are probably elk. So that's where we're going to go camping when we go to the Badlands. So Badlands National Park, we're going to camp probably right along there. And again, you can actually just open these up in Google Maps. And a lot of times I'll open them up in Google Maps and I'll save them. I don't like to do it on this phone because this is my public map. So I don't want to give... oh, that's cool. There's a Badlands boondocking already on Google Maps. That's cool. So yeah, so that's only an hour and 43 minutes from our location already. We'll be closer though. We'll be down here. So we'll be closer to this area by the time we get ready to drive over there. And then, you know, you can follow along the interstate. There's some really cool spots over off of the river. So I think, is this the Missouri River? Yeah. So hopefully, I think this is the spot that I plan to camp at. It's $11 a night. You can camp right on the river. And there's fire rings and picnic tables. It's just parking though. It's just dry parking. I think we can camp out here for a night and fish right on the water. So that's where I plan to stay Friday night. Should be pretty good. And then I also like to use the Public Lands app. So the Public Lands app is basically an overlay of the map. So you can see there's more public lands on this side of the country than this side of the country. We're getting ready to leave all these wonderful public lands. I don't know why I'm doing this. We're going to be going all along the north to Maine, down to Florida, back over to Texas, and there's no public land hardly at all. Look at all this beautiful public land. The dark green are national forests. The yellow is BLM land, usually desert or grasslands. And so you can just go camp on all those spots for free. I am currently in the Black Hills National Forest. I really like this app because it lets me see all of the boundaries, so I know if I'm in a forest or not. And so that's really nice, actually. So this tan color is the Badland National Park. All that green outside of it is the grasslands. So if I want to, this spot that I'm looking to camp at. I think this is the entrance to the Badlands, and all along here is those grasslands. And so we're going to be camping on there, and that lets me know the boundaries so that I'm not parking somewhere I shouldn't be parking. So, but you'll notice as we get out of here, this is it. This is actually it. We're going to be going up into Minnesota. So I'm guessing I'll probably be camping out in some of this forest, and then we'll go through Wisconsin. We'll go up along these northern borders, but look, there's not a lot. There's not a lot. I know it seems like there would be a lot, but there's like hardly any spots. One of the spots I plan to camp out at is the Finger Lakes. So I'm really excited for the Finger Lakes in New York, but look, there's only just the tiniest little patch. So there's not a whole lot out here. There are some though, so we're gonna make it work. But I have been spoiled. I have pretty much on this side of the country, I've been able to pretty much go anywhere and do anything. And I'm gonna be so limited over here. It's very intimidating. I'm intimidated for this side of the country, but we're gonna do it. I'm hearing a whole lot of birds all of a sudden. Ooh, it is light out. Let's go. We're gonna pack up